Hey, patients and family. Hope you guys are having a great and blessed Thursday. It's an amazing day. Sorry about the video yesterday. It was a little bit blurry. Patience, those of you that have been on track, keep it up. We've got the check-in at the front desk now. We've got the traction units up. We got the wobble cushions in place, and adjustments are going as normal. The only thing that's different is we're still not doing the head weighting yet. But if you want to bring your head weights from home, you're more than welcome to. And that way you can still do the head weights outside, walk around, enjoy the great weather that we have right now. Also want to let you guys know too, Keisha did record a video of how to make sure you're doing your home care properly. So go to our Facebook page, Family Healing Chiropractic, and make sure you guys watch the video back. If you guys have been slacking on some of your home stuff, get going with that stuff again. It's a perfect time to be able to do that. I do want to tell the story yesterday of that I told yesterday that of a patient that came in on Monday. Her first name's Serena. I won't tell you guys last name, of course, HIPAA. But Serena came in, and she came from our radio station, and the radio show, I love it. I love doing the radio show on a regular basis because we get so many people that come in that have been just searching and having faith that God can heal them, but also questioning, why do they keep taking drugs? Why do they keep taking medications? And why do they not keep getting well? And so some of you guys have heard my story, started much the same way. And I tell that on the radio show all the time about how I had really bad asthma and allergies growing up, to the point that my mom had to rush me to the hospital when I was younger. They injected me with something. They put an oxygen mask on me. Thank God I had those things. But they sent me home with one of those inhalers, and I was thankful for it. And I was glad I had it, and it helped me to breathe. And the more that I used it, the more I needed it. The thing I also started realizing is that the more that you use any drug, the more side effects it starts to cause. And of course, at a young age, 7, 8, 9, 10, I didn't realize that was happening, but it was. By the time I was 12, 13 years old, I was starting to get headaches, and that was part of the side effects of these inhalers. So my mom, being a good mom, takes me back to the doctor again, and guess what? Oh, just take Tylenol and aspirin, cover up the headaches, and you'll be fine. And I was thankful for that because I could put my football helmet on. I could focus for a little bit in study hall and studying and everything like that. But the more I started taking enough Tylenol and aspirin, the more it started to eat a hole in my stomach. I started having stomach ulcers at 17 years old. Well, then at 17 years old, my mom, being a good mom, takes me back to the doctor again. And some of you guys have been on this medical merry-go-round where it's always, let's take care of your symptoms, but never fix the actual problem. So they put me on ulcer medications that threw off my whole digestive system. So fast forward to my third year at University of Iowa, my academic advisor said to me, I was pre-med, pre-physical therapy, pre-exercise science. I was pre-everything. I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to help people. And my academic advisor said to me, she goes, listen, she goes, you need to go see my chiropractor. And I thought she was crazy because you got to understand something is that I thought chiropractic was only about neck pain and back pain at this time. And so she says, no. She goes, listen, 99% of chiropractors work with neck pain and back pain, and they're pretty good with it. And she goes, but 1% of chiropractors work with the healing power that God put inside your body. Your body was designed to heal itself. And if it's not healing itself, there's a reason it's not healing itself. And so thank God I went. I got my exam, my x-rays done. They checked my spine. And I saw, those of you that are familiar with x-rays, the spine's supposed to be straight up and down like this. But from the side, you're supposed to have a nice curve in the neck. And of course, I was missing the full curve in my neck and had all kinds of problems up there that were blocking the nerves that went to all my breathing centers, allergies, sinus, you name it, headaches. And so I started getting adjusted. Within about 2 or 3 months, I had gradually come completely off all of my medications. And I can tell you 25 years later, I'm completely drug-free. Have not taken another drug or pill in 25 years, except for full disclosure, when I did rupture my Achilles, I did have to take 2 pain pills because the pain was so unbearable. So some of you guys know my story, some of you guys don't, but I tell you that story to help set up the fact of why do we do what we do. The chiropractor didn't heal me of asthma, allergies, headaches, stomach ulcers, and digestive problems. What the chiropractor did is he released the pressure off the nerve system and allowed my body to go through its healing the way that it was designed, the way that it's supposed to do. And so I've told you guys this several times. One of my mentors, Dr. Chris Kent, he's taught this for a long time, but he talks about how the body is a self-healing mechanism. Your body was designed to heal itself. It's designed that way. It's kind of like, if I could show you this plant over here, there's a plant there. If you turn it away from the sun, it's going to turn its leaves back to the sun because it's trying to survive. Our bodies have that same innate intelligence inside of it that your body wants to survive and it wants to heal. Well, that self-healing mechanism is actually comes from the nerve system is the master system of the body that controls and coordinates those things. And so the body's able to control and coordinate because of the communication from your brain to your body and your body to your brain. So the brain sends the messages down to the body to tell it what to do, but then the body also has to give feedback on what's working well or what's working poorly. It has to tell you if you have digestive problems or if you have viruses or bacteria in it, and then your body recruits all the systems it needs to be able to heal itself. That's why we're not living in fear during this time. We're living in faith. We have faith that God designed us. We have faith that God heals us. We have faith that if we take care and do the things that we're supposed to do for our body's strong enough to fight and prevent sickness and disease like it has for thousands and thousands of years, and our bodies will figure the way. The nerve system is crucial for that. The interference with the function of the nerve system, it limits the body. So if you interfere with the function of the nervous system, so if you stop the function, if I cut the nerve that goes to my arm's going to die. If I cut the nerve to my heart's going to die. See, if you interfere with the function of the nerve system, then it limits the body. Now, we don't see cut nerves in my office, but what we see is at different levels of the spinal cord and the nerves, there can be pinching or choking or pressure on the nerves. So if the hole where the nerve goes through is supposed to be this big, but yet because of shifting in the spine, it's now become this big, now all of a sudden it disrupts how the brain can communicate through it. And if that nerve goes to where your headaches are, where your sinuses are, where your allergies are, it can affect those problems long term. I just had a guy in here earlier today, and he said to me he had low back pain. And I said, by chance, are you having digestive issues? Are you having male organ issues? Or are you having any kind of problems with sciatic nerve? And he goes, man, I have digestive issues. He goes, how'd you know that? And I said, all you have to do is look at the nerves. And if there's pressure there long enough, it'll start to affect the function. And so as a chiropractor, what we do is we locate, we correct that interference. That's all we do. And that's not all chiropractors do it that way, but that's what we do here at our office of Max Living Family Healing Chiropractic. We actually do it this way because we have trust and faith that your body was designed to heal itself. And so this part of it is what I specifically want you to guys to send. If you guys have friends or family members that have headaches or even digestive issues, you're going to want to listen to this next story and probably send this link to them or tag them on the video below on YouTube or on Facebook. But Serena came in on Monday. She heard me on the radio and she was floored. She's just like, I can't believe that you're speaking exactly what I'm thinking here, is that you're speaking about the truth of that the body can heal itself. But every doctor I go to keeps telling me that I'm destined to be this way for the rest of my life. Well, I didn't know. She told me that when I first saw her on Monday, she said to me, she goes, I have headaches and they've been there for 15 years. When a patient typically tells me that, I usually think that, okay, that means that they have headaches like maybe like 1 or 2 or 3 a week or something to that effect. Well, later that day, she came back after we did an exam. I actually did an adjustment on her later. And when I did the adjustment on her, she was blown away by this thing. She actually sat down on the bench over here, and I looked at her and I couldn't see her face because she had a mask on. And typically patients aren't wearing masks in our office right now, but some of the new people still do because they just don't know what to do. And she's wearing this mask, and all I see is her eyes, and I see the tears just balling up in there and just welling up, and she started bawling. And I'm just like, look at her, and I'm like, are you okay? I mean, I know that was your first adjustment, but are you okay? And she looks at me and she goes, you don't understand. She goes, I don't have a headache right now. And I'm like, I kind of blew it off because it's pretty normal for people to have that kind of response. And I kind of blew it off, but she goes, no, you don't understand. She goes, I've had a headache constantly since 15 years ago. Like, it's always there. And when you just did that adjustment for me, it completely went away. And I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on, but she's just like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like to not have a headache. And I don't know if you guys have friends like that, or if that's you, or you have a neighbor like this, but man, if they're out there and this possibly, potentially could affect them, the only way we know if that they actually have something that we can help them with is that last thing I shared with you. Do they have problems or interference with that nerve system that we can locate and correct? We don't heal headaches in here, but guess what we do? We remove the pressure so the body can heal the headaches or the problem that was causing the headaches. The headaches are a symptom. It's not the cause. The headaches are not the cause. The body, whatever it's doing, whatever it's missing, whatever's lacking in healing, that's what's missing. And when you restore that, the body starts to heal. And so then she comes in the very next day to see her x-rays, and for me to go over everything with her. And she says to me, she goes, you're not going to believe this. And I go, what? I'm thinking, okay, the headaches came back. But she's like, no. The headaches are still gone. But I want you to know that I actually went home today or yesterday and I had a bowel movement. And I know TMI, but this is reality. She went to the bathroom, she said, for the first time since February. And so if you can imagine being so bottled up, having pressure on your head, having this digestive system and being completely free within 2 days of coming into our office, how amazing the changes and differences are. So if you guys have people out there that you guys know that they've been suffering from headaches or digestive problems, and it's a long list. We don't just take care of headache and stomach. We take care of people that have cancers and heart disease and diabetes. We take care of people that have neck pain and back pain. We take care of people with sinus issues. So we see these things on a very regular basis. And just so you guys know, we don't just treat any of those symptoms. I don't heal cancer. I don't heal heart disease. I don't heal headaches. What we do is we locate the interference, remove it, and let the body do its own healing. And I just want to let you guys know right now during this time that this is the big key for you guys. You can worry about what the governors are doing. You can worry about what the president's doing. You can worry about what Dr. Fauci's doing. You can worry about what everybody else is doing. You can worry about the pandemic movie. You can worry about all those other things. But you can't do anything about those other things. But the one thing you can do is you can worry about yourself and you can take care of you. And that's my challenge for you guys today, is that you guys start taking personal responsibility for your own health and doing something about it. So if you have somebody out there, friend, family member, somebody that needs to hear this, please share this with them. If they're not in Charlotte and you share this with them, direct message me and we'll find somebody in their town. I have doctors all over this country. We will help you find somebody. But if they're here in Charlotte, get them up with me and we'll see what we can do to help them out. Have a blessed day, everyone. Regular hours this week. The only thing that's different is Saturday, we are going to be closed. I'm taking the weekend off. Well needed. We're going to be here tomorrow, Friday morning. So if you're one of my Saturday patients, make sure you guys get in right away tomorrow morning to get your adjustment. Have a blessed day, guys.